All right, my friends, today is a special day because I am in a place that I have not been for a long time. In fact, I haven't been here since I was a little kid. This is a scout camp up in the canyons here in Salt Lake City called Camp Tracy. And here at the camp, they have a couple of giant railroad cabooses that have been here. They've been here forever, right? Time to get rid of them. Could get interesting. So we're gonna go check out the cabooses and figure out what it's gonna take to move them. Remember, these are railroad cars, so they are massive. They're heavy, and this canyon is very tight and a little bit squirrely. Are we driving, walking?
We should drive, unless you want to walk the mile down there.
Let's drive.
Okay.
Let's go.
I can show you. I have the title, I have the keys, you can have it if you want.
Hear that? Gift that keeps on giving. A pump truck, a shear pumper. That's a cool truck. Does it?
It does, yeah. I have the keys.
Use it anymore?
No.
You guys just trying to clean out, just get rid of old stuff, yeah?
Yeah, so each of these camps used to have like 10 or 12,000 kids in them, and now we don't even do anything down here.
Boxcars for?
It was just like for little kids.
Really?
10-year-olds here. I'm sure they just went crazy for this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I went crazy coming in here. Hands? Guys, this is the coolest. Before we get too crazy out here, I want to step outside and show you what we're dealing with. And this I know a lot of people are like fanatics about rail cars and stuff like that, but for me this is extra special because I used to come here in the summertime as a Boy Scout. I was obsessed with, yeah, Casey Jones Junction. That's what I was talking about. That's what this was called, Casey Jones Junction. That was the part of the camp. These are really, really cool cabooses. Like most cabooses that you see are kind of like old and rickety and kind of falling apart. These ones are actually in really good condition, all things considered. The fact they've been in the forest and buried in snow every winter. You guys get a ton of snow up here this year?
Tons, yeah.
They're pretty much identical.
They are, yeah. I don't know what this one was used for. It looks like that one was used for little kids, and then this one was just kind of like whatever. Hard hats.
Hard hats. Boy.
I don't know anything about train cars. My father-in-law was like, dude, you could sell these and like get like 50,000. I was like, yeah, but somebody has to come and bring them out.
It's the hard part. Logistically speaking, if somebody wanted to move these, you're easily 30, 40 grand. I think Wagstaff, the crane company, helped donate these and they craned them in. Yeah, I appreciate you reaching out because this is actually something that's super cool with me. I've had a lot of people offer me rail cars and I've kind of passed on them just because logistically they suck to move and also they didn't really mean anything to me and they weren't in that good a condition. These ones were a part of my childhood and they're actually in great condition. As you guys can see, this is it's a logistical challenge because we got a creek right here that's running pretty heavily. These have been here since 1987, which means forest has kind of grown in around them. So we have to get them out of here and make as little impact as possible. Granted, this part of the camp isn't running anymore.
I don't care how you guys do it.
There's going to be tractor footprints. We'd rather them down here further away from the main camp.
You can put tractor footprints wherever you want. Nobody uses this.
But don't tell him that, man. Don't give him that much free rein. You do that, we're all in trouble.
But if I needed to clear this a little bit to make room for it,
you can bring a dozer in or whatever you want.
Yeah. We're talking pushing trees down.
I mean, we're gonna.
I think you're gonna have to put some down
for sure. A minimal path is possible. Hey, you seen Diesel?
No.
No? Huh. Well, I guess this is the part of the day where we go look for him, right?
Dave!
He's gotta be this way.
Hear that? That's coming straight from the glacier. Bruh. Yeah, man, the water's fine.
What are you doing?
Bro, I took your advice and downloaded Onyx Off-Road. Genius. Pure genius.
Had you taken my advice, you would know that this was private property. Onyx has a layer that says private land, public trails. Where you're at, basically someone's backyard.
Uh-oh.
Okay. While I can definitely appreciate Dave's initiative, downloading Onyx Off-Road and trying to figure out where the local trails are, what he forgot to do was add the layer of the map that shows public land versus private land. Now guys, the sponsor of today's video is obviously Onyx, and Onyx is awesome. Just flat out, it's cool. It's a product that I've been using for a long time, long before they ever sponsored the channel. And the reason for that is they have an app that allows you to show where you can go. Basically take like the most powerful maps app you've ever seen and then add a bunch of different details that nobody has. That's Onyx Off-Road. And you can search all the trails in your local area. So if you wanna go off-roading, but you don't wanna get a ticket or break the law or trespass like Diesel Dave was, all you gotta do is download the app. It'll show you, hey, you can go here, you can go there, and there's a bunch of different layers you can add to it. I'm telling you right now, I use this app damn near on a daily basis. It has so much information that you can't find anywhere else, and it's just right here at your fingertips. And what's cool is, let's say Diesel Dave's swimming hole was on public land and he wanted to invite friends and family. So he can click it, boom, this is where I'm at, send it to his friends and family. We can all show up, we can go swimming. Guys, Onyx Off-Road is the real deal. Like I said, I've been using it for years. So when they decided to sponsor the channel, I was like, I'm in. So all you gotta do right now, if you want a chance to get this incredible app with all this valuable information, is click the link in my description below and use the code HEAVYD20, and they're gonna give you 20% off. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're anything like me, you're gonna be very satisfied with the features, the service, and the performance of this incredible app. Click the link in my description below, download Onyx Off-Road, let's go exploring.
Those are the three things that I was going for. We'll just have 38.
So we're looking at 37, 38 feet long, 17 feet tall at the high part, 12 feet tall at the low part without taking the axles off.
Put her in the ditch.
So cool. And they are like the sturdy, heavy duty ones. There's no wood on in the construction. But that also means that they are extremely heavy and bulky and weird to move.
What do you think of the weight?
Just under 12, you're 11:10 from
the edge, probably right about there too.
11-1. You got plenty of space.
Plenty.
All right, let's get the rest of the chains off this, get the trailer unhooked.
There you go.
Tight squeeze. I'm trying to be as delicate as possible because we want to leave the place nice. So we've got the first excavator unloaded, we've got the telehandler unloaded, we got all the guys with the tools. See, the way this camp works, it's a very narrow stretch of land tucked between the canyon road and the mountain. So there's not a lot of room for access, and the access that they do have is not big enough for big trucks and trailers. So we can get the pickup trucks through there to get the tools and everything. And we got the excavator down through here, but now we have to figure out which path we want to take the box cars down, like the straightest path with the most minimal. What I'm looking for. The least impact. That's what I was going for. So I'm gonna leave the machine parked there for a second while we figure out what the route's gonna be. Then we can clear that. I'm really hoping to possibly be able to get the semi and the lowboy pulled right in here, load in here, and then go down the road rather than having to load on the road because the road's just narrow and busy. So very delicate balance that we're dealing with here, but I'm pumped. These railroad cars have got me like amped up. Right now, rather than just march through the forest with the machinery, we're gonna walk through the forest and figure out the path of least resistance and the most, most minimal damage. So that's the plan right now. We're allowed to move as much as we want as far as trees and stuff go. I just don't want to clear the whole thing out. So I'm thinking the path is probably going to come right through here, and then the train cars will come straight down through here. Just a straight road right to it. In order to be able to get through here, we've had to take out some trees. I'm trying to pick out trees that I can tell are dead, so that we're not killing live ones. Granted, there's going to be a couple of casualties of live ones, but we just have to do it. But I am going to send Bud down to find a wood chipper, and with the wood chipper, we're going to be able to recycle all this stuff, and basically, once we're done here, create a mulch that we can just kind of spread across the floor here, and it'll look good as new. And that way, there won't be a bunch of tractor, marks and stuff like that. So I feel pretty good about that plan. I'm sure the scout camp will appreciate not leaving a bunch of deadfall everywhere. We'll probably chip up a bunch of their other stuff too. Now in this video, you guys are gonna see us picking up stuff, moving stuff, breaking stuff that you may think like, oh, why'd you do that? Well, just so we're clear, like I don't need to explain myself, but I'm going to out of a courtesy to some of you who may not understand. We have full permission to do this, and we are basically taking our time to make sure that nothing worthwhile is damaged. Some of these benches and stuff you'll see us moving around, all that stuff is going to be thrown away because this area of the camp is closed now. They don't let anybody down here anymore, so a lot of stuff here is a hazard. In fact, the reason they're getting rid of the cabooses and the cabins and some of this other stuff is because they're having teenagers and vandalism and homeless people come up here. So it's kind of an attraction for bad right now. So getting rid of that stuff hopefully will calm this area down a little bit. So that's the plan. And while I'm doing this, the guys are cutting the roofs, the cupolas off the cabooses, and we should be ready to start trying to maneuver those things around by the end of the day. It's going to take another big excavator, maybe two, to be able to get those things loaded, depending on how far we have to go with them. We also got to go get some swamp mats to be able to cross the river without, leaving a big impact there. So definitely it's going to take a little longer to do this the right way, but doing it the right way.
Well, right now, Sparks has told us we are basically going to take the tops off of both of the cabooses. We'll also be taking some of these tables and stacking them up to make scaffolding so they can cut the rivets off and carefully remove the tops from each so it's low enough that we can go underneath the power lines leaving the canyon.
There's 4 beams inside, so you got to kind of lift it straight off of it. Where do I need to go? I would fork out, maybe a couple feet, and then go up.
Oh! That was the whole thing.
There you go. Start it over here. Yep. Yeah! Yee-hoo! It's working!
Very nice.
Yeah! We did it! Now, all we gotta do is get back to the shop safe, hide it so no one hurts it, and then we can put it back on when we get there. Easy cheesy lemon squeezy. Chain snap, falls down.
Easy now.
All right, so now we're constructing a bridge. We've got crane mats, swamp mats, the skeeter hauled up. Now Dave's taking the excavator and placing the crane mats across this raging river so that tomorrow when we come up, he can drive the excavator across, we can grab the cars, we can pull them back across to this way. Hopefully we'll pull the semi-truck and lowboy trailer into that gap over there, load them up, get out. Easy cheesy lemon squeezy, and we'll have a new bridge. Don't fail me now. Well, another day, another caboose. Day 2, we got to rip the top off this one, be able to take it down so we can haul this body out as well as the other one. As soon as everybody gets here, we're going to start rolling out on getting a machine on that caboose to see if we can lift it up off the axles while a team of us are taking the top off. And as long as that goes smoothly, then we can move on to this caboose, take them both out, load them on the trailer, get them home. Day 2, caboose rescue.
Exactly what we wanted. It's as you can see, the caboose sits on these axles and basically just gravity holds it on there. There's a pin that goes through there, but there's nothing holding the pin. It just is like a guide pin. So now we know that the excavator can lift up one end at a time. So I think what we're going to do is go back to the shop here and grab a 5th wheel dolly and put it under one end at a time, and then we'll be able to basically hold one end with the traco, walk it out while the other end's hooked to the dolly. So could be really slick. It's heavy. It's for sure heavy. That's about all the machine's got, but it's all we need.
Up a little. There we go.
All right, so now the plan is we hook up the soft straps to the back of the train and we lift it just like we did the front. The excavator lifts it up, we position the dolly in the right place, and Dave's going to swing the train out over the dolly and get that pin that sits in the middle to hook right into the 5th wheel plate. You go that way like an
It looks like the pin went in, but the pin may not be in.
Nice save. Good save. right, so you see, since our pickup point is right in the middle, this train car wants to turn into a rotisserie chicken and just spin. So all we've got is right here, this dolly that's up front. We've chained to whatever points we could find. Ooh, that was close. Whatever points we could find or grind out to be able to create some sort of pull down leverage on the sides to keep it from spinning in this side. But when Dave picks up that side, then it still wants to twist. Our biggest problem is this train wants to twist and flip over upside down really bad.
About to cross the bridge. Man, this is a true testimony of having the right tool for the right job. We should have brought the dollies from the beginning, the right ones, instead of the wrong ones that we brought. But it's all good. Now we know what it takes, and there's been very minimal damage to the first car, and the second one will come out much smoother. So hopefully the bridge holds up. We made it across the bridge. I'll be real honest with you. It wasn't pretty at all. At all. But we did it. We made it. And we don't have our caboose in the bridge right now, or in the river, which is nice. It's time. We got the caboose right to the road. Now it's time to figure out how to get it out. This tiny little gate on this awkward slanted hillside onto a very busy narrow canyon road without stopping traffic for very long, without tipping the caboose over. We got to get loaded on the low boy without destroying the street with the metal tracks, the excavator. This whole project has been challenging. This could be the most challenging part, so wish us luck.
All right, so now we've got the train station right on the side of the road in front of the gate, and Skeeter's bringing up the excavator so that we can lift the front of the train car while Dave pulls the semi-truck and trailer right underneath it. So it sits on that low boy. Looks like a glove, you know?
Well, there we have it. She's loaded. First one wasn't as pretty as we would have liked, but no major damage, a few scuffs and dings here and there. And first caboose is on its way back to the shop. Also, this is the end of this video. I know I acted like I was gonna end it multiple times, but I didn't. Also, if anyone wants a boxcar, hit me up. We're gonna sell these. I might keep one, might sell both, I don't know. It would make a really cool tiny house or an Airbnb. Shoot me an email, info@heavydsparks.com, if you're interested in buying this thing. I don't know how much we're gonna sell it for. Make me an offer. Let me know. And with that said, we'll see you guys in the next video.